Hello everyone and glad to have you join us in today's class. So today we start solving chemistry wide past question on the topic carboxylic acid and derivatives. The first question we have here is which of the following is the functional group of carboxylic acid? A we have CHO, B we have OH, C we have COOH and D we have COOR. The functional group of carboxylic acid is COOH, which corresponds to option C. It consists of carbonyl group CO and an hydroxyl group OH bonded to the same carbon atom. This structure gives carboxylic acid their characteristic acidic properties as they can donate a proton H plus to a base. Option A, which is CHO, represents an aldehyde, and option B, OH, is the hydroxyl group found in alcohol. Then option D, COR, represents an ester, which is a derivative of carboxylic acid. So again, option C, COOH, is the right answer. Now let's look at another question. Carboxylic acid reacts with alcohols to form which compound? A. Ester, B. Ether, C. Aldehyde, and D. Ketone. The reaction between a carboxylic acid and an alcohol produces what we call ester, and that is option A. This process is called esterification. An acid catalyst, often sulfuric acid, is used to remove water, that is in a process called dehydration, and this results in the formation of an ester. Ether, which is option B, are formed by the reaction of alcohols but without the presence of carboxylic acid. Aldehyde, on the other hand, and ketone are both carbonyl compound, but they are not formed in this type of reaction. So again, option A, ester, is the right answer. Another question. Which of the following acids is the simplest carboxylic acid? Again, which of the following acids is the simplest carboxylic acid? Option A, we have methanoic acid. Option B, we have ethanoic acid. Option C, propanoic acid. And option D, butanoic acid. Methanoic acid, which is option A, is the correct answer. Now, butanoic acid is also known as formic acid and is the simplest carboxylic acid because it contains only one carbon atom. Ethanoic acid, which is option B, has two carbon atoms and is commonly known as acetic acid, so which is a major component in vinegar. Propanoic acid, on the other hand, which is option C, has three carbons, and butanoic acid, option D, has four carbon atoms. So again, option A, methanoic acid, is the correct answer. Another one. Which of the following statements about carboxylic acid is correct? Again, which of the following statements about carboxylic acids is correct? Option A, they are soluble in water due to hydrogen bonding. B, they do not form salts with bases. C, they are basic in nature. And D, they are hydrophobic compounds. Carboxylic acids are soluble in water due to hydrogen bonding. This corresponds to option A and is the correct answer. The hydroxyl group in carboxylic acid can form hydrogen bonds with water molecules, making lower carboxylic acids. For example, we have methanoic and ethanoic acids, which are soluble in water. They do not form salts with bases and they are acidic, not basic. So that nullifies option C. And also, they are polar molecules and not hydrophobic. And that again nullifies option D. So the correct answer here is option A, which is they are soluble in water due to hydrogen bonding. Lastly, the reaction of carboxylic acids with sodium hydroxide results in the formation of A, we have alcohol and water. B, we have salt and water. C, we have ester and water. And D, carbon dioxide, and water. Carboxylic acid reacts with sodium hydroxide, which is a kind of base, to form a salt and water, and that is option B. This reaction is an example of a neutralization reaction where a carboxylic acid donates a proton H plus to the base OH, thereby producing water and a salt. In this case now, sodium carboxylate. Option A refers to a different reaction, while option C refers to esterification, and option D to reaction involving carbonates. So the correct answer here is option B, which is salt and water. So this is where we end today's class, and in our next class we continue.